If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start. Coming out with it, it's Bell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a quick throw out to the left. It's a running room. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close...
Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rushes on him, and he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Horns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Caught over the middle, it's Key. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 25-yard line, and now they have a decision to make on fourth down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
And the Huskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Unloads it left. He's got it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nebraska!
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. On the ground, it's Dickey. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Throws to the back. And the timing just a hair off.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
The Red Raiders are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll try to get outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Got it in the middle. It's Virgil. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end.
Nebraska 14, Texas Tech 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna swing it on second down. They've got the screen set up. Jukes his way for more. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And he coughs it up inside the 20. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Every punt returner is going to try to score a touchdown every time he gets the ball, all right? You got to do a better job, though, with ball security, understanding that you're not going to the house, but you can't turn it over and give it right back to the other team.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed behind the line. It's Carter. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 4 over SMU. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
How about now? You should be able to hear me now.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap.
Volumes are better.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
That was
From the gun, the ground game. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection.
Pressure out there.
Pressure there calls the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to
reissue.
some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunter. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. First and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
To give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Got it! Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. They go to the wide receiver screen. He gets it in! Touchdown, Huskers!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. back to pass. It's Raiola. Bringing the heat. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the returner goes down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Morton. Quickly complete. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Green 25.
Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Virgil. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7.
Slants are very tough to cut. but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
The Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass, it's Morton. Big fella moving. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is on the wrong end of a one-sided affair today, and if you'll pardon the pun, the chickens are going to come home to roost this week in Columbia. They're trailing by 14 to Vanderbilt. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The give to the left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Running to Green. It's a seam wide open. Turning on the Jets. The 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To throw, it's Raiola. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Got his man. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3.
That's the end of the third quarter. Texas Tech, 28. Nebraska, 20.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. snagged in the middle. It's Barney. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
And wings it incomplete. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Finds his man, it's Barney. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Brought down at the 14-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keeps it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On 3rd down, going up top. Caught over the middle. It's Key. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Touchdown, Nebraska! He shed tackles like a snake, getting rid of his skin.
defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, David.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. To the air, it's Raiola. Finds his man down the middle. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the two-point conversion.
Nebraska, 26.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Time to take a shot. He's got it down the left. At the 45 on his way. Off to the races. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Sticky. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carter. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Red Raiders are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Here's a heat. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Corners are going to bail. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle, it's Barney. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
At the 31. First down for the offense.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. He's going up top. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Zero's on the clock, late touchdown on the board. They'll try to stick the deuce up there and say, oh, we were so close. He makes the grab in the end zone. Two-point try is good. Not really sure why they needed it, but it's a one-point game late. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.